Kendo Podcast episode 198. In this episode, I want to talk about it's time to try a lot of different things.
Kendo Podcast by Hiro Mafuji from Kendo-Guide.com. Thank you for listening. This podcast is about Japanese martial arts Kendo for Kendo lovers and supported by Kendo enthusiasts through Patreon.com. Thank you for your support, guys. Please visit Kendo-Guide.com for more Kendo information and how to support Kendo-Guide.com.
Welcome to Kendo Podcast episode 198. I'm not too sure what episode I am at the moment. I'm sorry. Ever since I started work again, I have to drive a long way every day, so I think my brain has stopped working. I've been very tired after work because of the long drive and all, so please forgive me. And I'm getting old, so I have memory issue as well. But anyway, I wanted to share something I've been thinking about, and I had a chance to talk to this high-grade Holdo sensei from Japan on Zoom. So I wanted to share that. And thanks to Stroud sensei from Idaho, we had a bit of a good Zoom Nito training. Nito means two swords, and that was great. And I saw a lot of people on Zoom, this Zoom Keiko, about 55 people. I've never seen that many people on one screen. And, of course, with that many people, we cannot talk to everyone. So next day, we had a bit of talk with the senseis. Because what we should be done, what we could improve more, that kind of talk. Review, basically. Self-review. So I heard a lot of things about what's going on in Japan. And let's talk about what they've been doing. And also, they shared this information in the Zoom Nito Keiko. Someone asked them. But I thought maybe everyone is thinking the same thing. A lot of people try to rush into Keiko, right? Training. I want to go back to training. But we always say, put in men on and bash each other. Okay, that's Keiko as well. But also, we can train without doing that. We have been talking about it. Kendo teachings, Kendo teachers, we have to emphasize on kata, blah blah blah, and we want to talk about hitori geiko, and we can dig into keiko itself. Keiko means basically it means think about the old ways, all right? Basically, think about tradition, whatever. So, just look back, think about it. Let's improve ourselves through that process. Excuse me. So, only hitting each other, putting men on. Of course, we want to do it, but it's not only keiko, And one of the sensei said, he's been thinking how to improve himself without doing keiko. Like keiko, in this case, it means against other person. There's a, anyway, so that's kind of not only because we had this, coronavirus, but that was ever since he was young. He's been thinking about how can I improve. I think it's very important, and we have a lot of time to think about it. Of course, everyone wants to get back into keiko, right? And also, everyone I'm sure everyone knows that, especially in the US, a lot of people think, isn't it too early? I think you have to go with your guts. I know it's boring, staying at home, not being able to do what you used to do. It's boring, you know. But it's not as boring as losing, you know. It's nothing is important than your life, and also your, you know, the lives of your loved ones. So let's think about it. How can you improve yourself? I'm talking about yourself. Your Kendo is yourself. Without doing Kendo, you know, and of course you can analyze yourself. I've been saying that a lot, right? It's not only me saying that. I'm sure a lot of other senseis says that. Because I have this, you know, media, I can tell you what I think, and not only me thinking like that. So please remember that. How can you improve with, especially adults? We have to, you know, we can train our imagination. Okay, let's watch a lot of good Kendo movements, all right, and then we visualize, we copy that good Kendo into our brain, and when you close your eyes, you can play it again and again, okay, until you can play vividly. Okay, watch it again and again and again, same thing again and again, repetition. Okay, repetition needs patience. Kendo is about patience. Martial arts is about being patient. We do same movements over and over, right? Every day, basically. And then we have to modify. That is the process of improving. Knowing new things, learning new things is fun. But to be able to do that, you have to repeat the same thing until it becomes your second nature, right? So, to be able to do that, you need the process. Copy the movement. That means you have to have good blueprint. This is the goal, okay? You watch whatever the Kendo you want to do. Now, if you're an adult, don't watch young people. It's Kendo. Kendo has phases. Young people do young people's Kendo. If you are old, right, older than them, you shouldn't be doing that, all right? Of course, I'm talking about very special case. We're outside Japan and we don't have a good, you know, we don't have many senseis that we can learn. We don't have a good environment, all right? So to learn Kendo, right? So basically, make sure you have good image of good Kendo, okay? And then you can play that in your head again and again, and you have to train your body to move that motion. You can copy, duplicate the motion. That is the most important thing. So you can videotape yourself, all right? And you should be able to compare that movement. Of course, it's far from you. You know, you're the highest grade holders. You know, they're doing Kendo in a different level. So when you compare you and your, let's say, the sensei, of course it's not the same, but at least you're getting closer. So you can start self-analyzing yourself. That's very important. You have to get used. This is a good skill. Okay? Now it's time to improve that skill. Ability to self-analyze yourself. Okay? Doing Kendo, right, having your shinai and swinging sword is not only kendo. Okay, this is a very important process. A lot of sports science says this is what do you call it? Mental training, or what do you call it? I don't remember. Modeling as well. You have a model in front of you. I think it's a psychology term. I kind of remember I learned it when I was at university. Modeling. So you have a good model, you copy it, duplicate it, okay, and analyze what's the difference, okay, and you can analyze. I mean, your sensei told you about a lot of things, right? Your tenouchi, your footwork, your posture, blah 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 blah. So you know the points to look at. Now, can you realize this point? This is another thing. This is the ability, self-analysis. Can you see that? Can you see that yourself? Okay. So that is another. That is a good ability to analyze yourself. That is very important in the improvement process. So you need that ability. Now, first, you can do that. Okay. And second, can you improve that? How can you compensate the gap? So you can start analyzing. You can say, why is that so different? How can I get there? Okay, how can I get there? Okay, he's doing this. So how? And probably he's moving his body like that. So I should be using my body like that. All right. And what's the steps? What are the steps to take to get there? That's the small sub-goals, small goals, whatever you want to name it. Okay, little tasks. Okay, so you can start doing that, right? If you are some people are good at just look at things and copy it. Okay, some people are good at mimicking. Okay, that's great ability. So you can like mimic. That is a great ability. That's the fastest way to improve. Okay, but your body and their senses body are different, right? So that is you have to think of. That is the point. That is exactly the point you should be what do you call it? Adjusting. All right. So we definitely have differences. The way we, body structure, muscles, and of course, the experience of Kendo, we are all different. So something is missing, and you have to analyze that. So to be able to, it's easy to say, oh, you need a lot of training. Okay, it's easy. You need experience. It's easy. Yes, I understand that too. But if you say that, you have this devastating feelings. Oh, okay, I can't get there. All right, but we can share the process. Okay, we can share the process. I can tell you. I can share the ideas of this. How to get there. Okay. You gotta have the ideas too. And something I had, I've been thinking about a lot of ideas and been sharing with them. Try them and see what happens, and you can modify that. Okay, you don't have to do everything in the way I do. Right? You can start modifying, and you can share that with me. If you want to, you can share that with me, and then I can say, okay, you are losing this main purpose, so let's do that. Let's go back to do that, right? Of course, we always have to have this main purpose. We can adjust. I can see that. That's the benefit of me. That's the experience part. I can see where you want to go, right? And if you keep doing that, I know you're going backwards. So I can kind of redirect your goals. Okay? But it's also important for you to go different directions sometimes. So we never know, right? So that's why we have to talk. That's why we always say you have to find a way that works for you. And that is the experience part, okay? So you can experience, so failing is an experience. So we can make this failing process really quickly, so you can get the right path, okay, to get to the goal, your main goal. So that is the process. That is, we can give you quick failing process, so you will realize the right path to achieve the main goal quickly. So that is what we've been doing. That is what I'm trying to give you. I've been giving you. So I hope this will help you to think about your Kendo even more and start analyzing, start studying, and have some main goals and also small goals. All right, I will help you to get there. I know how to get to up until 6th dan, right? So I can I can show you the path, okay? When I get to the 7th dan, I will show you the path to 7th dan once I know, oh, that was the way, okay? So thank you for listening, and let's improve Kendo, and let's hope this virus will be, we can deal with this virus in a better way, so we can resume Kendo soon. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next podcast. And remember, I have Kendo-Guide for free at Facebook, so please check it out as well. Thank you. Bye.
I would like to send special thanks to patrons for their constant support through patreons.com/Kendo for Life.